If you are a university and college lecturer currently exploring different options when it comes to video analysis software for your academic course, then you're in the right place, because in this video I'm going to explain exactly how and why Implay Online is a perfect fit. So Implay Online is currently used by a whole host of academic institutions across the UK, and that ranges from smaller courses and modules with say 20-25 students on there, all the way up to the bigger ones with 300-400 people on the same course or module. So there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to Implay Online, and actually once you've watched this video you can see the other videos in this playlist which actually include interviews with some of our users. So some other lecturers like yourself that work with Implay Online at their academic institution, they kind of talk around how they use it and the benefits that they've seen using Implay Online with their students. Okay, so let's get into it. And the first big benefit of using Implay Online with your academic course is the fact that it is cloud-based. So what do I mean by this, and why is this important? So personally, I think it leads to three big positives in terms of using software with it being cloud-based. So the first one is that as a lecturer, you haven't got to install different things on different laptops. So with offline tools, you do have to do this. It can be very time consuming. It can also be a big hassle. And also it links back to the different hardware that you might actually have in place at the university already. So, you know, with Implay Online, it can work on Windows, it can work on Mac, but it can also work on any device that the student chooses to use, and that can include phones and tablets too. So it comes with a lot less restriction with the fact that it is cloud-based. So on the back of that, as well as the kind of not installing different things on laptops, you've got the cost-effective side of things that comes with cloud-based as well. So rather than paying for loads of different licenses that you do obviously have to install, as I mentioned, those licenses can rack up if you're buying lots of them, you know, one for every student, and that can become very, very expensive. With Implay Online, you can have as many students as you need on there. It's cloud-based, so it can be as big as small as you require for your course. And the cost per student works out much more affordable. And if you can check out the pricing page on our website, actually it's linked down below for more information. There's a cool little slide on there that you can basically customize to the size of your course or module to understand the cost that would be associated to your course and how that works out to be per student basically, so how affordable that is as an option. So you've got the cloud-based, we've already mentioned, it's not specific to Mac or Windows, obviously that's a great benefit. You've also got the cost-effective side of things, but also with cloud-based you get the ability to share things really easily. So this goes for sharing between the students. If you're having the students work together, either in a pair or in a group, they're able to collaborate very easily when they are using a software that is cloud-based. But it also means that you are able to, as a lecturer, able to get in touch with the students. You can send a message here, you can upload a document, you can share something. So everything's shared within a click or two, and it makes things very, very easy. So the big thing, obviously, say the clue is in the name, Implay Online. It is all online, it's cloud-based, and I think this comes with those three great benefits when you are considering different sports analysis software to use with your students. Okay, so for the next part of the video, I'm going to jump over to our website just to show you a couple of the features and tools that Implay Online will give you. So when you are looking for software to expose your students to when it comes to video analysis, you obviously want to make sure that the software is industry standard and it gives these students all the tools they need and the ones they will probably need when they go out and get a job after university. So without further ado, let's get to the website. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on our website at the moment, and there is a link down below the video if you want to come here yourself and check this out in more detail. So the purpose of this, I just want to show you some of the main tools and features that Implay Online gives you and your students, and obviously those are the important ones that you would expect the students to be able to pick up if they are looking to learn about analysis and also become more employable after university. So when it comes to analysis, you do need the option to easily and efficiently, it does help anyway, to be able to break videos down. So you can see here on the right hand side of this image, we have got a timeline below a video and a tagging panel on the right hand side. So the tagging suite makes it really simple for the students to do their custom analysis. So they would create a button for whatever they're wanting to basically break the video down into. So this could be different KPIs, and they can even upload their own videos or work from different videos that you make available to them. So they would create the buttons. You can see here there's just some kind of different buttons in this particular panel, but you can have different panels so students can create different panels for different sports and they can share them to different users as well. Each of the buttons, you know, is custom in terms of a lead and lag time. You can have hotkeys and you can have different colors, you can have different types of buttons too in terms of tags and labels. So that's your tagging suite. If I just click down below, you've got the timeline and stats matrix. So you can see the timeline in the first bit here. So very easy to navigate around. You can click on the different clips, you can zoom into the timeline, everything is visible. And here on the right hand side, this is where you would flick between the timeline and the matrix. So if I just show you the matrix here, you can see it always has the tags down the left, labels across the top. And a good thing here in terms of how the students will be able to use this, they can actually export both of these. So this button here will allow them to export the matrix. So it would give them a Excel, it would give them a spreadsheet, effectively a CSV file that they are able to, put into Excel or any other program that they want to create further analysis with. So it will give them all of the stats from the game and they'll be able to do what they want with that. And again, they can also download export the timeline as well. Now, the matrix also comes with this slider, which is really cool. So a lot of students actually at different unis we work with, they might have a project where they want to compare the first half with the second half, for example, or different quarters within the game. So this slider allows you to manipulate the stats from the game in terms of look at the stats for the first half or the stats for the second half, for example. So that's your tagging, timeline and stats. Video playlist is a very popular tool on here actually. So once the analysis is done in a timeline like this, so a different one here at the bottom of this image, but you can see we have the timeline with all of the clips in there. And what a lot of our lecturers that we work with, what they have their students do is to create, let's say, maybe a PowerPoint presentation or a report. And to do that, they will want to export some of their clips offline from Implay to be able to put into a presentation, let's say. So in order to do that, they would just create a playlist. You can see here we have a few clips in the playlist and they will be able to download this. So they've got that offline, but they can also share this as well. So this is where you might have some, conversation and feedback between the students. So the students can choose to share this with other students in the group, but they can also share it to you as well. So you can then click into a clip, you can comment on there and share feedback around a specific part of the work that they've done. And then right at the bottom, you've got the drawing tools and voice notes. So the voice notes, again, I did touch upon earlier in terms of another way of sharing feedback. But the drawing tools are really cool as well because it's something that is becoming more and more popular within video analysis. If you're wanting to expose your students to things like this, then this is perfect. So you can see here, you've got a few different options when it comes to the drawing tool. So, you can add text, you can overlay text on the video, you can circle players, add arrows, draw custom shapes. So again, a use case for this would be, these drawings and these animations can go into different playlists, but you could have the students present on a big screen in front of a group, for example, which would kind of replicate the working within a club, presenting back to players and coaches. And again, these can also be downloaded as well. So if you want the students to be able to download the playlist clips with their drawings in to then pop into a presentation, all of that is doable too. So again, you've got all of these tools here, and again, there's loads of different things as well, but I'll let you click on the link down below the video if you want to go into a bit more detail on our website. Okay, so we talked about the fact that it's cloud-based and I showed you there some of the tools and features. The next thing I want to quickly run over is the ability for you as a lecturer or a member of staff to be able to deliver feedback easily, but also monitor the engagement of your students. So feedback can come in a few different ways. So you've got the ability to upload documents and share them with your students. You can also just literally go on and comment under different playlists. You can even leave voice notes as well if you want to deliver your feedback that way. So in terms of delivering feedback to the students, it makes this very, very easy. Obviously, again, with it cloud-based, you don't have to be with the student. You don't have to actually be in the same room, location or even same country for that matter. You can deliver feedback to them wherever and whenever you want. So that's one thing, but then also with the user analytics that is built into the system. So as a member of staff, you do have access to this. And what this does, it allows you to monitor the engagement of the student. So you can see things like when they are logging in, you can see what type of content they are consuming on there, what are they doing when they're on there in terms of what analysis they're doing, what are they creating when it comes to playlists, what are they tagging. So as a member of staff, you're able to see all of this, so you can then understand who of the students is maybe putting in a bit more time and effort, who maybe needs a little bit more support as well. So all of that information is there for you, and it can be really, really valuable to see how well and how much the software is actually being used. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the support that is included with an Implay Online subscription. So if you are using Implay Online with your academic course, the the support starts right at the beginning with the onboarding process. So you'll be fully onboarded with the software. You'll be told exactly, the ins and outs. So your job as a lecturer is made easy. You haven't got to worry about how to actually use the system. You can simply pass your knowledge on to the students and be at ease that basically everything is taken care of. So you've got that onboarding process. You've also got full support throughout your subscription too. So this goes for two things really. So you've got your dedicated account manager, so you can always contact whoever it is that you assign to at Implay, and they will happily help you out with any issues you have. But whenever you or any of your students for that matter are logged into Implay Online, you can all access the built-in support center. So this includes a user guide. It's got a sort of messaging system to direct to the support team, but probably the most popular are the tutorial videos. So every single feature or tool that is basically there on Implay Online, there's a little video for it. So a lot of our current users, in terms of the lecturers on there that we have, will simply make the students aware of these initially, and they will do a great job in talking the students through whatever it is that they need to do on the system. So these videos are updated all the time. So whenever we add a new feature, a new video will be made available. So you've got the onboarding, you've got the full support throughout, including that built-in support center and account manager. And basically we're just there to ensure that everything goes smoothly and you have as least hassle as possible when using video analysis software when delivering your module and course to your students. Okay, so I hope you found this video useful. If you are still looking for more information, that is fine. You can head over to our website with the link down below the video. So that will take you to the specific page around Implay Online and academic courses. So you can see a little bit more in terms of what's included, other people and other universities that are using this particular software. So head over there if you want that information. You can also get a free trial and free demo. So we understand, before you commit to something like this, you probably want to see it in action a little bit closer and maybe even try it out yourself. So all of that is included. So if you go over to the website, as I mentioned, you can sign up for a free demo. So one of our team will happily give you a demonstration of the software, how it's used, and you can go away in your own time, try that out, and you can even add some of the students on there and get their opinion first before committing to anything. So thanks again for watching the video, and please do get in touch with any further questions.